Good morning. I'm Liz Reifsnider. I'm from Arizona State University, so even though I'm in the western region, I keep coming back to SNRS because it's my research home. And so I want all of you to feel proud of being members of SNRS because it is such a great research organization. I wanted to talk to you today about the grants that SNRS awards. And I want to let you know that it is only through the funding that you as members and me as members provide to the organization that allows us to do this. We're one of the more generous nursing regional organizations for our grant funding, and it's because our membership really values research. So it's very important that we contribute to the development of our funding for research. You have multiple opportunities to do this. I'm giving a shout out for development right now. I know the board will be happy with this because there's the raffle tickets that all board members are selling. I'm selling raffle tickets too. I see over there that Leanne's waving raffle tickets. And this is to raffle off a Louis Vuitton purse as well as a smart tablet. And you can see those at the registration desk. We are also, we have an Every Member campaign where if you contribute at least $50, you enter the drawing for a wonderful Pandora bracelet that has been donated by a generous member. And then another, of course, the silent auction, all those wonderful, wonderful prizes you can get. Please contribute to that and bid high because all of that money that comes into our development fund. We have a Circle of Scholars, and the Circle of Scholars is for members or outside people who want to donate at least at $1,000 level. And this doesn't have to be a one-time, chunk of change. You could donate over months and, get to that level. But this is for people who are really serious about contributing to the mission. And then, of course, if you really want to endow your own award, grant award, and have it named after you, whatever, we'd be very happy to entertain that idea, too. So, step up. But remember, all of the grants that we give out comes from us. So, this will only benefit ourselves and our beginning nurse scientists as well as ourselves. So, we sponsor 2 awards all by ourselves. It's our Research Grant Award, that is for regular members, and then a Dissertation Grant Award. Now, if a doctoral student is a regular member, the doctoral student could apply for a Dissertation Grant Award when the doctoral student gets to that stage, or at the Research Grant Award. We don't require you to have a PhD to apply for the Research Grant, but you might be disadvantaged if you're competing with those who do. So don't feel like if as a doctoral student you are a regular member, you've paid your regular member dues, you can't apply for the Research Grant Award. We also co-sponsor 2 awards. That's the SNRS CANS Dissertation Award, and for that one you have to be a member of both organizations, and the SNRS STTI grant, and that's generally for regular members. And then we give money to American Nurses Foundation, and so we endow an SNRS ANF grant. So we are really, very active as far as grant funding. The dissertation grant, like I said, you can be a regular member, student member, and you have to be enrolled in a PhD-focused program or a DNS-focused program or a PsyD, something that awards a dissertation and is research-focused in the southern region. And this is the most important part. You have to give us evidence that your proposal has been successfully defended, because people want to, kind of say, well, I'm going to be defending in a couple of weeks. Can I go ahead and submit so I can have my funding after I'm, defended? And no, you have to have been defended, your proposal defended, and a letter stating that case from your dissertation advisor. The CANS SNRS dissertation grant, you have to be a member, once again, full-time or student of both organizations. Once again, enrolled in a science-focused doctoral program and have a successfully defended proposal. The SNRS Research Grant, it's for new investigators or investigators who want to go in a different area. It's up to $7,500, and the board just made that decision a couple of years ago to raise it from $5,000 to $7,500 because we recognize that research becomes more expensive. Its due date is October 1. Once again, a regular or a student member. I think you need to be a regular member for this one. I'm sorry, I have student in there. But you can't have had more than $30,000 of research funding in the past 2 years. So if you're in a lull between your R01 and your next R01, this really isn't the one to go for. So, you need some carryover funding for that. And you also should not have had a previous research grant, SNRS research grant as a PI. Could have been a co-investigator or a student working on one, but no, not a PI. And then the STTI research grant that we partner with, once again, pilot development funding, and this cannot be part of your academic degree. So if you are a student, it cannot be your dissertation proposal, so you've got to be careful with that. It does need to be a research-focused one, and you have to be a member of both, and it's required to be a registered nurse with the current license, and be ready to implement research funding. So if you just are doing development work and you don't show any evidence that you've got letters of support and you're ready to go, then that would be more difficult. This one you have to apply to the Sigma Theta Tau website. You don't apply to the SNRS website. But what we do as SNRS members, we contribute grant reviewers to that. And so the people who apply to this are reviewed by SNRS reviewers as well as STTI reviewers. So you get the cross-section of both. Our SNRS research grant, $7,500. The dissertation grant's $5,000. The SNRS STTI is $5,000, the CANS is $5,000, and the ANF research grant's $5,000. So you can see we contribute, a significant amount of funding each year to research grants. It's very important to us to do this. So we encourage you all to apply. Now, you notice the due dates are spread throughout the year. The next one that's coming up is the SNRS research grant, dissertation research grant. It's due Sunday. So the next one will be the STTI one, due in April. And then the ANF is due May 1, like you've already heard. And then the member grant's October 1, and the CANS dissertation grant September 1. So it's spaced throughout the year so we don't overburden our reviewers, and we have a wonderful, wonderful committee of reviewers, and I'm very proud of the committee. It works very hard. We have earnest discussions about the grants. We really take each one seriously, so it's, you will get a good review, and even if you don't get funded, you will get comments back that will help you build your science. You do have to pay an application fee just for the handling. It's $50 for regular members, $25 for student members. Now, you must sign the face page. That's the page that says, yes, I will abide by the requirements. I will, only use the money for research, and I will give any back if there's any left over, because we have had wonderful grants submitted, and the face page wasn't signed, and we couldn't review it. Just broke my heart. But if you don't follow the basic rules of, doing research, you'll never get the money and you'll never get forward. So, and before we release the money, you have to show proof of IRB. And even if you're doing, research like cellular, molecular research in a lab and you don't have any human subjects, we need some kind of statement from IRB saying that that's the case. That's just one of our rules. So we have all of the grant awards. I've put them up here, the people who've won those. But you can also see them in our registration hall where they are on posters, and it will give everybody's name and their institution and the title of their research. So I encourage you to go talk to these people, find out who they are. And, we have funded research that's subcellular and community-based. We are agnostic as far as what type. It just has to be excellent. So, just give us good ideas. That's all we've got to say. Okay, and you can be our next applicant and our next winner if you just apply. Thank you very much.